surrounding Chris Froome, Dave, I suppose understandably and nobly, admirably not pointing the finger at his teammates. But on the spectrum of credit to the men who made the move happen today and blame for the men who let it happen, where do you come down?
I think there'd be more credit to the men that made it happen. I think what Alberto Contador and Nairo Quintana did, and we heard once they got off the front, and it was Alberto Contador and Tinkoff that really were the guys that made that happen. And we saw in the overhead shots right at the beginning of the neutral zone, you had the whole of the Tinkoff team swamping that red lead car. And that should have been sending off alarms everywhere to everybody. They should have realised that it was go time with Alberto Contador and his team, and they didn't. And I think that's Team Sky's fault.
Did manage to pull off that move. I suppose credit to Quintana for making sure he was there.
Well, Nairo Quintana showed he is the strongest guy in the race, although yesterday we really got the impression that Chris Froome was stronger than him, that he was playing with him and almost teasing him a little bit. And I think that came back at him today. I think he was maybe a little bit overconfident, a bit complacent, and Nairo Quintana certainly wasn't. He went out today and didn't give Alberto Contador any room whatsoever and ended up playing out perfectly.
So, I mean, whose fault is it? Chris Froome was where he was. I suppose that's his fault. As far as the rest of his teammates are concerned, whose job is it and whose fault is it that they were all in the wrong place at the wrong time?
Now, I don't know what the hierarchy is in the team, but normally you have a road captain for this very purpose. You can't expect a team leader like Chris Froome to be rallying his troops all the time. He's got enough pressure and responsibilities. So you'll have a road captain whose job it is to rally the troops. And they should have been aware, whoever that was, if there is one, to have seen on the neutral zone that it's a start uphill, it's a short stage, see the whole of Tinkoff up there, call everyone up and say, get to the front, we need to be here. That clearly didn't happen. There's another shot there back chatting, doing things, and so that was. But going to that, so Team Sky made a slight error, ended up being bad, but Alberto Contador, it's really all his fault. He made that happen.
Yeah.